Let's see. Look, they have the old shitty blue badger back there still. So creepy. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder at detective down at the police department. Yeah, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Yeah, you know, we had this conversation in the office earlier. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yeah, what? Yeah, what? What? Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. Why? Why would I be dead? I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. No? No? Is this not where I need to be? That must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. Oh, I think I know. What? Detective killed in the evidence room. Tell no one outside the police department? No, I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. What old lady at the restaurant? Do I need to investigate? Maybe whatever. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. What the fuck? He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Alright, I think I know. Oh, actually. Is there something here? It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here, after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. That's not something you should be excited about, is it? Oh, I guess we can go from here. Here? Guard station? That lasso shouldn't be on the floor there. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So, beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti! They're so prickly and imposing. It's hard to think straight. You say that, but the tallest one with the cow hat doesn't even have pricks on him. Or like, whatever you call them, spines? What do you call it? What do you call the little the prickly things? Whatever. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Let's examine it before he comes here. Yipes! These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Yep, tall, green, and pointy. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. Does she have spines pointing out of her? I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay, whatever. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? Chaps? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? Oh, I know! A poochie! A poncho? Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Okay. What's this gate? Can't even go through that gate. This swinging door makes the place look like what? This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself. Oh, so why is it even here then? Texas. Shout out to Enter, who is Texas. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says, recording. Blinking monitors usually mean that the computer is sleeping, doesn't it? Why is the monitor blinking if it's recording? I bet we can use this computer to check out who went in and out of there. What? Who went in and out of there? Okay, thanks. I thought we were gonna... Is there anything else to... Alcohol. Door. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. What? But I have a card. Let's use the card. We can use the card. Damn it, fine. Are we done here? Whoops. Can I pick the lasso? Oops. Look! On the floor! A lasso! Looks like it's a setup to trap something. What? Looks like it's a setup to trap something. A trap? Here? Oh, wait! I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed! Bring Maya back. I feel like the things that Emma says are like kind of like more missed than hits. You sure have an active imagination. I guess that's it for now. Where's... Oh, it's a new thing. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please. Who's saying this? Huh? Huh? Wasn't that... What? Oh, hey pal. One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Does Angel come here to serve lunch? Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot? Another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Oh no, what was your voice? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them, in fact. What? I don't remember his voice. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the biggest scandal to hit this station in ages. Everything's a topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. You can afford steak? Well, wait! Don't leave! If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Okay, bye. He ran off to the evidence room. To get lunch? Huh? What? Why did he go to the evidence room if he said he was gonna get lunch? Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Okay, I guess we're going to the detention center. Bye. How do I get there? Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah. I guess they did. Best not to go too far down the road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? What was his voice? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Aw, buddy. Oh, he's so tall. Well, hi. Greetings, sir. Oh, well, I just did his voice for like 3 seconds and my throat hurts. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You... Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! What? this is an unexpected turn of events. Yeah, him? Kill? Surely you jest. Sir! I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir! Sir! Ow! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. No, Marshall? And then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in a detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to manage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Wait a minute. I have to look back at the recording, but I mean, look back later. Well, yeah, look back later at the recording. But when we saw him at Edward's office, was his hand bandaged? If it was, that doesn't make sense, I think. Unless a bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Hold up, she's wearing the scarf here. So she just like got a second scarf? What is this fucking this continuity mess? Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. I get that they probably just didn't want to go through the trouble of editing their sprites for like a DLC case, but also like, come on, man. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me a victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Wasn't it? Never mind. I was trying to think of I was recalling something that he had said once, but I can't remember when it happened, and I was gonna bring it up, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Sir! I had no intention of killing him, sir! None! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir! At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir! Don't you think you should just confess? But sir! But there was nothing I could do! Nothing you can do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir! And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious! The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? And then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir! All alone! You just said that when you woke up, you were here. Huh? What? All alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared! What? Oops. Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir! Oh, the shock! Oh, the horror! What? Sorry, I was like, as I was reading the line, my mind went elsewhere. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Let's present. Is there anything to present? Would you like some lunch? Would you like a knife? Is there anything to present? I guess there has to be, right? What is there to present, though? ID? Do you think you could take a look at this? That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I'm tired of fucking raising my voice. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. When are we gonna be done with him? Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A little lost lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. And so you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and looked at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you! My own father's words, sir! What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. And when I woke, I was here. You first said that you woke up here, and then the second time you said you woke up in the evidence room alone, and then the third time you say you woke up here? What is it? Why is this so inconsistent? Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape! And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry! Real sorry, sir! I'll hand over my badge! I don't deserve it! No thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Okay, bye! Oh, thank God I'm done with him. How do I get there? From here? Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh, God. Yeah. And you're sure this is all, Well, whatever. You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Oh, the Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, ho, ho! Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Is Edward gonna be okay? Why is this the first thing you ask him? Is my boyfriend gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident at Cord Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, righto? Oh yeah. Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell ya. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence? What evidence is this? Now, Righto. I can't give away all of our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? Oh, you saw that. Oops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. I'm tired. Discreetly ask who? The chief of detectives? Hey, can you tell me what you're doing? Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there. That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in that trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something! Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Am I done with you? Oh, here. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you for a favor? Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room? Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate it after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Why does that exist? Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Okay. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just like a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir! Because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. I mean, she's expected to work here someday, right? Being a forensic scientist or whatever it was she wanted to do. I'm out of breath. Okay. Okay. Where am I going?